Good morning. Today we are with our friends Leanne and Kevin, and we're in Fort DeSoto Park on the Gulf Coast outside of Tampa in Florida, and we ran into these two wonderful people, and they are going to be giving us a tour of their camper van. It's a self-build, and they've done some really interesting things inside.
Yeah, we got a partial tour yesterday,
Yes.
and there's a couple things inside that I really thought we should show you. It's got something that I've not seen done before as far as the stuff you put on the roof.
Right.
So that kind of helps reduce some of the heat that comes through the metal box of the van. And then I'm really jealous of his air conditioning system.
Oh yes, definitely. We got to show you that. So all right, let's go inside.
All right, let's take a look. So what make, model, year?
So this is a Ford Transit 350. It's the high roof extended.
Why the high roof?
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm 6'6", so I kind of had it. This is the tallest van that they make, so I had to go this route. I could only put a ½ inch on the floor, and as you see, I'm not totally done yet. You're getting a super impromptu
Sneak peek.
peek of it being done.
Yeah.
But let me go in and just see the. So I did something a little different than everybody. I put kill mat everywhere in the van.
And that's the sound deadening stuff that most people just put like strips here and there to help stop thermal. So you just leveled it up. Why did you do that?
So I had seen a few videos on some people just putting splotches in places, and then I found one guy. He did his whole entire van, and he found that there was some insulation properties to it. So I did a test on my roof because we live here in Florida, and I got where I was touching the top of the roof, and it was like you could fry eggs up there. I mean, it was bad.
On the inside.
On the inside. It was, so I was getting 140, 150 degree temperature with a laser gun. And so then I put a piece of kill mat on there, and I got 40 degrees difference of a surface temperature. So to me, that was huge. I was like, if I can stop that much,
that's a lot
heat, that was big to me. So I also did a couple other things that I think some other people might not have done. Is I'm doing like inset, and then I put the kill mat or the Havelock wool all in here. So I'm like 2 layers of Havelock wool on all my walls. I'm not totally done yet, as you see, but back here I've got 2 layers. Some areas I've got 3 layers of insulation going around. And then
I think the obvious thing I want to look at right now before we get too much into the technical is, I mean, you just look, when you look at this, the woodwork. Why? So what was your background that led to have this type of, I mean, the epoxy table, and this is like rosewood or something?
Yeah, this is Indian rosewood. So it's all local grown in Sarasota, which was one of the reasons why I started working with this stuff, because I wanted a local grown stuff. And then my background is yacht interiors and high-end residential furniture, so I have a little bit of that.
So now it's expected. You have to make it look good.
Yeah, and so then a buddy of mine that I've worked with for Dale Ricky for years on end, he got a sawmill, and we got to mill all this wood right there in Sarasota. And so, you know, match graining, you know, book match stuff opens up, and then like this table where you got book match of this. This was one of my first epoxy pours. You can see the black, but
very cool. Give us like a tour of where things are. Like the water tank is.
So the water tank's underneath this one. It's an over the wheel well type deal. So that goes underneath there.
How many gallons?
That's a 25 gallon over the wheel well. And then I guess I should show you the bed.
Yeah.
The bed. Okay. So this comes down. That opens up.
And this is just something you dreamed up.
Yeah. So there's an 80/20 rail right here that these slide in and out on. So then you take the cushions, put them there, put them there. You can do this all in real time, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then this kind of slides out. And I just did, you can see there's the slats go in between each other as they go through. And then this is a tri-fold bed. And then it helps being tall.
Yeah, that's easy for you, but gosh, don't have me try that.
It helps being tall so you can do that. And then latch this in.
I was just noticing, do you have a cooktop?
Oh, we got an induction.
Oh, okay.
So in the drawer.
Okay.
So that just comes
Easy.
out, sits on the surface. And oh, then we did the let me put this back in here. This is a microwave, convection, and air fryer. And it's not the 1800 watts like a normal microwave, which I thought was pretty cool. It's only like I think it's 1100 watts. So you don't have that. Of course, it's 110s, but you don't have the draw on
Yeah.
your
So
battery bank.
you have an induction and an oven.
Yep.
So you must have some power in here.
Yes.
Because you're not plugged in right now.
And I didn't plug in at all. No, it's we did pretty good last night. We didn't need the air conditioning.
Oh yeah,
So-
let's talk about the air conditioning. Speaking of.
So
This is what I'm jealous of.
So we live in Florida. I said I have to. One of the things that to get my wife into the van, she's like, I gotta have an air conditioning. So we went with Cruise and Comfort, which we live in a homeowners association, to where I was like, I didn't want to put nothing up on the roof to kind of detract from it. So Cruise and Comfort, they make a one that it's in the back of the van inside, and the condensing fans are underneath the van.
Yeah. So it's mounted underneath
The van. So if we want, we can go back there and
Can you turn it on first?
Okay.
Yeah, show us
My
how
air
this works.
conditioner is not fun to sleep with because it's so loud.
So there we go. There's that. Cool. Oops. Let me get it on auto.
Okay.
Oh, and so is it gonna go on there?
There, it's on.
So those two vents right there blow,
Oh yeah, I feel it.
and I can turn it up too. There's the
Even
fan
on high,
speed.
you barely hear
So
it
that's on high. You're able to. I can actually feel it.
up front.
Yeah.
Like Dave, you can probably feel it too, can't
I
you?
can feel it,
Yeah.
and it's no louder than our Max Air fan in the van. So
This is a lot quieter actually.
Yeah,
Still on
this
high,
is-
it's much
at night,
quieter.
it's great.
And it's 12 volt, right?
Yeah, that's the other great thing about it. It's 12 volt. It pulls 50, 52, 54 amps, something like that, depending on. And then it's a thermostat control, so obviously it goes on and off as it cools the van.
The only thing we haven't seen is like a bathroom or a shower.
Oh, okay.
Well, also here's a fridge.
Yeah, we did the Cruise and Comfort, or not the Cruise and Comfort, the truck fridge. And with a little bit of work, it does stop making noise.
Okay. There's a snafu or two in the beginning,
Yeah,
but you got that sorted.
I like the size, and the reason why I went with that was because of the depth. I wanted to maintain, can I say it, 2 butt links?
Yeah.
I wanted 2 people to be able to pass by each other, so I made this like the bare minimum size that you could make it. So if you take these 2 cushions off of here, undo that latch, and then this comes up here, and so then we have the Laveo dry flush, and then I put a waterproofing over all of this. Seamco, I think is what was the brand name.
I see.
It took forever to dry because we're so moist, but then I used a tub drain
Oh yeah, okay.
that goes over, and that 90, so my whole drain system goes right down. This connects in right into underneath the van, and then my gray water tank is right below the van. Oh, and then so to take the shower, then we come up here with a shower curtain. You know, you got to hold the shower. You know, you're doing marine grade showers.
sure.
You're not doing, a full on.
We know that.
Yeah.
And then the Max Air fan pulls out all the moisture and stuff.
Yeah,
But,
that's great. Very clever.
it does work. It works out pretty well.
And then you got the brains of the operation back here with the battery.
So I left it running. So this right here is the that's the Cruising Comfort AC. So you just have to. This is the intake for it, and then it just goes up.
And then the battery system on the right.
Yeah, so then the batteries, I did 600 amp hours of lithium, 3,000 watt inverter charger. So I can plug into shore power and it'll charge my batteries also.
So you guys are both recently retired, and where do you plan on taking this van? Or where have you taken it so far?
The first real trip was down to the Keys. We've gone out to Moab, Utah a couple of times, and
not in the van.
Not in the van. We'd fly out there, and that was one of our main things that we did. We'd fly to a certain place. You'd get like a VBRO or a hotel, and then you always had to go back and forth to your home base. And I was like, why don't we have our home base travel with us? And so this was what I came up with.
In March, we're supposed to be going out to Arizona, and our daughter will fly out there and meet us and travel with us for probably about a week to 10 days, and then we'll just make our way up and way back by ourselves.
That'll be the true test.
It will be the true test.
So you haven't done much as far as Instagram. I know you say you've got you just started Instagram and a YouTube channel that you haven't done much with.
Yeah,
but maybe the people that are seeing this are going to want to check you out and start following you from the very beginning.
Yeah, so tell us what your channel name is, or Instagram name.
So Instagram, she just started that, and we just started posting way back from the very beginning. Riding, RIDING, Our Van Story. So that's our Instagram, all one word. And then we just got the YouTube thing for it. We got to figure out, like you guys said, you got to put a subscribe button on that. I don't know. No. Okay, how do you do that?
We're still working on that, but that's the same thing, writing our van story.
So we did get that.
All right, well, Kevin and Leanne, and I'll put links to their information below if you want to go give them a follow. And you do have some videos that are going to be going up of your build process.
Yes.
So if you're interested in that, which I know is a hot topic, check them out. And thanks for taking the time of the tour. And we'll revisit with them again once it's all done, take a look at the new stuff. So see you down the road. Carry on.
Carry on.
Thanks for watching.
And a very special thank you to our patrons for supporting our channel. Join us over on Patreon for extra videos and more content. Check out our website or Amazon for our pistol book. Carry on.
Carry on.